This is one of my favorite one-story, four-bedroom homes in Wesley Chapel, and I think you're gonna like it too. We're in my town of Wesley Chapel. I'm in a new neighborhood called Woodcreek Community. This is one of my favorite places to live. If you guys aren't familiar with Wesley Chapel, it's a phenomenal place, and it's pretty much a suburb of Tampa Bay where families and just people in general are starting to really migrate to this community. Very much a high demand area. And what that basically means is that if you're looking for a property here and it looks like a good property, it's likely that that property is not going to be on the market for too long. This area, my wife and I, we actually moved here back in 2011 from the Palm Harbor, Clearwater area. Let me go ahead and introduce myself with that. My name's Jose Vigil, real estate agent out of Tampa Bay, Florida, and all I do is help clients with new construction homes. Get back into it. And they continue to build because there's so much land outside of this particular neighborhood. And it's just one of my favorite places. And we're going to talk about some of that stuff of what you can do in this community. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the schools and some of the hospitals and other projects that are under the way. I want you to check out this kitchen. If you see that granite countertop, they are actually building that with quartz now. They made that change about 30 to 60 days ago. D.R. Horn, who's building this particular property, they build with granite, but they made the change to quartz. You got the 42-inch cabinets, 10-foot ceilings, the tile floors. And if you look at a lot of that natural light coming in, right? Look at those tall glass doors and the windows. You got a lot of natural light coming in. One of the things that you will also find out about D.R. Horn is that they have a product for pretty much everybody. You know, they got the affordable project. They got the something in the middle where you see a lot of the bells and whistles. And then they have the luxurious, they call it the emerald product. This one in particular, what you're looking at is a project in the middle. It's not the most luxurious and it's not the most affordable. It's somewhere in the middle, okay? And so what I like about that is that they have multiple floor plans. So even though you don't like this particular plan, and I'm guessing that you will, but if you don't, they do have other options as well. This one, as the date of this video, runs on the high 400s, anywhere from 480 to 490. Now, I'm kind of cautious of telling you a price because it really varies based on the community, based on what the exterior looks like. It also is based on the market and what's happening on the market. So I want you to always check back with me on the price of this home. But one thing I can tell you is that they really don't charge you extra for the different color cabinets that they may have or the different types of quartz countertops. What you see is what you get. And a majority of the time, D.R. Horn has already pre-selected the combination of the tiles and the cabinets. So you pretty much just kind of go in there, find the floor plan that makes the most sense for you and the color combination that makes most sense for you and sign on the bottom line, right? That's pretty much the process with D.R. Horton. Look at this open floor concept. It's absolutely beautiful. I wanted to stand in the corner there because I wanted you kind of to get a good feel for how open this layout is. It's perfect for entertaining. I'm actually curious to know what you guys think about this kitchen. Tell me in the comments below if you love it or if you hate it. Don't be shy and don't hold back. Entering the owner's suite, you got those tray ceilings on top. That is standard with this home. You got the carpet on the floors and you got those natural light bringing in all that sunshine, that beautiful Florida sun that we have down here. And it's just absolutely stunning. If you look at that wall right behind the bed, they have some of the trimming done. That isn't standard. This is the model home. So they're gonna put those little touches in there that really make rooms kind of stand out. And that's one of those touches. So that if you see throughout this video some of the trimming, just know that that's not typically what comes with the house, okay? What I've told my past clients that have purchased this particular home is that if you like that look, you can always do that pretty cheap after you close on a home. So there's really no need to have a builder do it for you because a majority of the time, they're gonna charge you an arm and a leg, and it's really not necessary. Now, a little bit about this neighborhood. This particular community started about 6 months ago. They've pretty much been hot. I mean, every time that I come to this community, they always have people coming in and out of there looking at the different options. But overall, you're right off of 56. 56 is a major road for Wesley Chapel because it's essentially what takes you to the freeways, right? Now, 56 also takes you to the grocery shopping, the malls, and you can really get pretty much to any location that you need to get to off that road. But then what happens is that Woodcreek is right off of it. There's a nice little gated entry with a beautiful structured waterfall. And once you get into the neighborhood, it feels pretty secluded from the road. So you're not hearing a lot of that noise and a lot of the traffic that's typically on that road. But you will also get into this community and find that a pool area and a clubhouse is being built. So there's gonna be plenty of things to do there. They're also gonna have a pet park, a park for pets basically. And I think that's something that's gonna be super useful for a lot of the people that are there, that are walking their dogs, and they need to give their pets a little bit of space so that they can run around and get tired pretty much, right? Another thing that you want to know about this particular community is that we are pretty much in a really good school zone. So if you're somebody with kids, we have the Wiregrass Elementary School. We also got the John Long Middle School and the Wiregrass Ranch High School. Right now, my daughter is actually in the John Long Middle School, and she attended the Wiregrass Elementary the year before. I can tell you based on experience that they have phenomenal schools, public schools that really cater to the kids. One of the issues that I would say is a little bit of a concern is that because Wesley Chapel is so popular and because we have a lot of families coming in, some of the schools are starting to get overcrowded a bit, right? And so that's essentially gonna happen. But what I can tell you is that there are projects underway to have other schools built. But that usually comes with the territory, right? When you have a community and a town that everybody wants to move into, you have to have the infrastructure in place. And what I can tell you about Wesley Chapel is that they do have those projects underway where they have schools coming in. They actually have a downtown type of project coming underway for Wesley Chapel. It was actually just announced not too long ago. It's gonna be a $1.5 million project that they're pretty much mulling it over, and it's going to be pretty much its own city. So Wesley Chapel has a lot of great things. You got about 3 hospitals within each other. One of them being the Orlando Health, that is a project that is being built as we speak. And I would say it's about 7 minutes from this particular neighborhood. Then you got the Advent Health, that's a state-of-the-art hospital. And then you got Baycare, that's right up the street from that particular hospital. Both of those locations, they're probably, I would say, about 15 minutes away from this particular neighborhood. There's other things in there that I think you really will enjoy, especially if you have kids. They have an Advent Sports Complex. I can't tell you exactly how many basketball courts and how many volleyball courts they have and baseball fields, but it is significant. It's so big to the point that you have other teams coming in from different states and different cities to play in that specific location. So if you got kiddos that are in sports, that is going to be one of those things that you're going to want to visit because it is super popular with the locals and it's bringing in a lot of attention to the point where they're creating hotels around that sports complex. Now, accessing 75 and 275 is probably something you definitely want to know, especially if you are someone who is going to be going downtown for work or maybe visiting the airport because you're in and out, or if you want to visit the MacDill Air Force Base because you're a serving member of our military and you need to know what the driving distance is. When you get to 75 and 275 from this particular neighborhood, you're talking about a distance of maybe a 15-minute drive before you get there. Once you get there, you're pretty much floating all freeway to any of those 3 locations. Getting to the airport generally takes about 25, maybe 30 minutes, assuming there's no heavy traffic. getting to MacDill Air Force Base typically takes about 45 minutes. I don't drive there all the time because there's really no need for me to drive to the MacDill Air Force Base. But some of my neighbors that live in the area who do serve, that's typically what they tell me. It's about a 45-minute drive. And then if you're going to downtown for work or maybe going there to have some fun, that's usually about a 20 to 25-minute drive. That's actually, you actually get there a lot faster than you actually do getting to the airport. So these sliding doors take us outside, and I have to apologize in advance because if you noticed the video, we had a lot of sun coming in that day where you can't really get a good glimpse of the backyard, but I am gonna take you back there. And if you notice, we have a covered lanai rear patio. Absolutely perfect. It's such a great size if you're one of those people that like to hang out in the back. You can have it screened in. You just can't do it before you close. You have to do that after you close. Take a look at this size yard. It's decent. I wouldn't say it's the biggest backyard, but it's a healthy size to the point that if you wanted to extend it out with pavers or put a small pool back there, you absolutely can do so. Now on your screen, you should be seeing another property that you can definitely check out. We got plenty of new construction homes in Wesley Chapel that I think you should be touring them all. If there's something that I missed, I want to make sure that you share that in the comment section. And if you need my information, check out the listing description. Other than that, have a good one.